Rage Productions.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass!
I actually was thinking about cool, like the word cool, not too long ago, and I looked it up in the dictionary. It's something's fashionably impressive or attractive is cool. So there's nothing fashionable about role-playing games at all. Video games used to be seen as very, very nerdy, but they've become more and more popular, and now there's this whole market of casual gaming. So there's something fashionable about it. So it's possible to be cool with video games, but that hasn't happened for role-playing games.
What's it like to have another identity?
My name?
Yes.
is Chris Sinal. I'm an associate lawyer at Fillion, Wigley, Thorup, and Giletti, management side labor and employment law firm. I'm married. I have been for 5 years in 4 days, actually, and I have a daughter that's just over 2. We used to role play a lot. When we were in high school, we would role play, almost every other day, maybe. Now that everyone's working together, it's tough to get together. So we try and do it once every other week.
Low density lipoprotein?
Yep.
All right.
It's his cholesterol level. God, you're a loser.
Dungeon Master.
Okay, so are we ready to go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I'm Nick Cothros, and I'm a resident.
My name is Jared Lerner, and I'm currently a student at Fanshawe College.
Name's Dan. I'm a field tech for a large telecommunication company.
My name is Geoff. I'm an Anglican priest.
This would have been like years. No, it wasn't that long ago. No, maybe like a year ago, and you're describing role playing to somebody who didn't get it, right? And you said, well, it combines, improv, and it combines, a bit of theater. And you had a pretty eloquent way of describing it, but these rule books are really dense, right? Like I'm sure this would scare off a lot of novice players. Like they're these huge, thick tomes, and there are several of them, which is why I have never understood the rules of the game. But fortunately, you guys do, so I just rely
Meanwhile,
on you guys.
18-year-old Chris was reading them on the toilet when really he should have been masturbating.
Yeah.
You did both at the same time.
18-year-old Nick, thanks
Those
for
girls
that
are there.
investment of time.
What's your character's name?
Bulfric the Red. He's a dwarven blacksmith. He makes shit out of metal. If you were a WoW player, you'd say he's a tank. He stands in front of things and lets people hit him, basically.
My character's name is Benedict Fulmino. Benedict is an alchemist, so he just carries all kinds of alchemical goods on him. He is also a pyromaniac, so his favorite form of attack is to throw bombs at things.
Character's name is Beartooth, son of Great Bear. The character is a barbarian, not unlike Conan the Barbarian, the Schwarzenegger 80s movies. If you imagine that, that's basically what the character is.
All right, I don't have a character, so I'm the dungeon master. So I'm in charge of making sure the world is cohesive, it makes sense, and telling the story, kind of keeping things moving. And then the stuff that we've been doing tonight has mostly been a fight. So it's mostly a lot of it's sort of numbers and managing the sort of the physical world and sort of telling a story, but a lot of it's sort of running to combat.
Quoven, and I don't remember his last name. He's a priest. He's a country minister, which is neat because in role-playing world it means he can cast magic spells and do fun stuff like that.
I don't know. We'll see what you guys say. I think it's safe to say that there still remains a very powerful negative stigma for role-playing games. Enough that when Brad said that he was interested in making this documentary about role-playing game. All of us, well, I don't know about you, Jared, but I think for sure you and I, Chris, and for sure Geoff, had a bit of trepidation about that. We're like, oh man, what if this gets out, right? So there's definitely a stigma attached to it. It's definitely uncool. And some things that were traditionally very nerdy, like
Sorry.
No, I was just saying some
How
things.
crazy is it though? Like, how crazy is it we're worried about what's cool and what's not cool at the age of like 32?
I know. It's
Like, I don't care if my jeans are cool. I don't care if my car. I drive a Honda Fit.
yeah.
I don't care. And yet,
No.
for some reason, yeah, there's the social stigma.
Because it's been ingrained in
how-
us since we were kids. This
Also-
isn't cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's actually I find most fun about it is the fact that, and this sounds so weird, you don't get to use your imagination very much. I find that anyway.
It's a social game, yeah. You hang
I-
out with your friends.
No, it's not
and-
that it's social. It's absolutely. It's social. It's really social. The world that you can conjure is not limited by any board game, any video game. Every video game is limited by in every way. It limits your imagination. You're only able to do a certain amount of things. These guys can do whatever they want. It's unbelievable. It's the best game.